Hi guys. What do we have today? Here we have predictions for today's 8 NBA games. Let's get started. Milwaukee Bucks and Detroit Pistons. The Bucks are on a roll, having won 8 of their past 11 games. The Pistons have been in terrible form, having dropped 16 of their past 17 games, and they will be looking to snap a 5-game losing streak tonight. The Bucks are one of the league's top road teams this season. They have won 23 of their last 37 road games and covered the spread in 19. Recently, the Bucks have won and covered the spread in 12 of their last 14 road games. The Pistons have one of the league's worst home records. They have only 9 victories in their previous 38 home games this season. The Pistons have only won 3 of their last 12 home games, covering the spread in 6. Head-to-head, the Bucks covered the spread in 8 of the last 10 games against the Pistons in Detroit. The line is quite high here, but someone will have to pay for the Bucks' painful defeat to the Nuggets. Play Milwaukee Bucks -14. Dallas Mavericks and Indiana Pacers. The Mavericks have been in a slump, having dropped 7 of their past 9 games, and they will try to snap a 4-game losing streak tonight. The Pacers have been in a rut, having lost 4 of their past 5 games, and they will be aiming to stop a 2-game losing streak here. This season, the Mavericks have struggled on the road. Just 14 of their 37 road games were triumphs. They have lately covered the spread in 4 of their previous 6 road games but have only won 2 of those 6. The Pacers play pretty decently on their home court. This season, they have won 19 of their 36 home games while covering the spread 22 times. They've recently struggled in home games, losing 7 of their previous 10 while covering the spread 5 times. Head-to-head, the Mavericks covered the spread in 7 out of the last 13 games against the Pacers, which they have played in Indiana. Will the Mavericks take up the challenge and save the season? I don't see why the Mavericks would do much better here than they have the whole season on the road. Don't try to save what doesn't want to be saved is a lesson every bettor must learn. Play Indiana Pacers +1. Houston Rockets and New York Knicks. The Rockets are on a back-to-back, including travel. They have been in a rut, having dropped 8 of their past 11 games, and they will be aiming to stop a 5-game losing streak tonight. The Knicks have been in a slump, having dropped 6 of their past 9 games, and they will be aiming to snap a 3-game losing streak here. This season the Rockets are one of the league's worst road teams. Just 6 of their 37 away games were wins. The Rockets have lost 9 of their previous 10 games on the road while covering the spread 5 times. This season, the Knicks have played well on their home court. They have won 20 of their 37 home games. The Knicks have recently won and covered the spread in 6 of their previous 8 home games. Head-to-head, the Rockets covered the spread once only in the last 4 games against the Knicks in New York. The Rockets play awful in back-to-back games this season since they have won only 2 and covered the spread 3 times in the last 12. The Knicks are currently not a team that can be trusted, but I really have no choice here. Play New York Knicks -12. Phoenix Suns and Utah Jazz. The Suns are in a funk, having dropped 6 of their past 8 games. The Jazz have been in a slump, having lost 4 of their past 6 games, and they will be desperate to end a 3-game losing streak today. This season, the Suns haven't played well on the road. They have only won 15 of their 38 road games. The Suns have recently played better away from home. They have won and covered the spread in 3 of their previous 7 away games. The Jays have been playing well at home this season. They won 22 of their 37 games at home. They have recently played pretty decently at home. The Jays have won 4 of their past 7 home games while covering the spread only in 3 of those 7. Head-to-head, the Suns covered the spread on 4 of the last 5 games, which they have played against the Jazz in Utah. This line is pretty high, given that the Suns have not been good on the road this season. The Jazz might be here without Markkanen, which could harm their performance. Play Phoenix Suns and Utah Jazz over 233. Philadelphia 76ers and Denver Nuggets. The Sixers have been stuck in a rut after losing 3 of their past 4 games, and they will want to avoid a 3rd straight setback today. The Nuggets are on a roll, having won 4 of their past 5 games, and they'll be looking for a 4th consecutive victory today. The Sixers are one of the league's finest road teams. They won 23 of their 37 away games this season. They have recently performed admirably on the road. They've won 7 of their last 9 road games while covering the spread 6 times. Since the beginning of the season, the Nuggets have been great at home. winning 30 of their 36 home games. Recent 5 of the Nuggets' previous 7 home games had ended with victories in covering the spread. Head-to-head, the Sixers covered the spread in 11 of the last 13 games against the Nuggets in Denver. Regardless of whether Embiid and James are available today, the Sixers are playing well against the Nuggets in Denver. I expect this will be another tight game between those two teams decided in the last seconds. Play Philadelphia 76ers +5. New Orleans Pelicans and Portland Trailblazers. The Pelicans have won 5 of their past 7 games and will be looking to extend their current 4-game winning streak here. The Trailblazers are on a back-to-back without travel. They have lost 8 of their past 9 games, and they will be hoping to avoid a third straight defeat today. The Pelicans are playing awfully in road games. This season, they have only won 13 of their 37 road games. The Pelicans have played well on the road recently, winning and covering the spread in 6 of their previous 10 games. This season, the Trailblazers have struggled at home. They have only won 17 of their last 37 home games. The Trailblazers' recent home performances have been terrible. They lost 6 straight home games while covering the spread once. Head-to-head, the Pelicans covered the spread in 4 of the last 6 games against the Trailblazers in Portland. The Trailblazers this season played very well in back-to-back matches since they won 7 of 12. The Pelicans have been on a roll recently, and it's no surprise that they've begun as huge road favorites against the dreadful Trailblazers. Play New Orleans Pelican -8. Minnesota Timberwolves and Sacramento Kings. The Timberwolves are on a back-to-back. They have been in good form, splitting their past 10 games, and will be looking for their 4th straight win tonight. The Kings have been in great shape, winning 8 of their previous 11 games, and they will be looking for their 3rd consecutive victory tonight. This season, the Trailblazers have struggled on the road. They won only 17 of their 37 away games. Recently, the Timberwolves have played great in road games. They've won and covered the spread 6 times in their last 8 road games. This season the Kings were a pretty well home team. They have won 23 of their last 38 home games. Recently, they won 6 of their previous 9 home games, but only 4 of those 9 covered the spread. Head-to-head, the Timberwolves covered the spread 3 times in the last 5 games, which they have played against the Kings in Sacramento. This season, the Timberwolves won 7 of their 12 back-to-back games. The Timberwolves are fully healthy for this game. De'Aaron Fox is listed as questionable for the Kings, which could be a huge loss for them. Play Minnesota Timberwolves +6. Chicago Bulls and Los Angeles Clippers. The Bulls are on a back-to-back without travel. They are in terrific form, having won 7 of their past 9 games, and they will be looking for their 3rd consecutive victory tonight. The Clippers have won 6 of their previous 9 games and are in good form. Since the start of the season, the Bulls have struggled on the road. They only won 16 of their 37 road games. Their on-road performance has recently improved slightly. The Bulls have won 6 of their last 11 road games while covering the spread only 5 times. The Clippers perform pretty decently on their court. So far this season, they have won 20 of their 38 home games. In their recent home games, the Clippers played great. They have won 5 of their previous 8 home games while covering the spread in 3 of those 8. Head-to-head, the Bulls have covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games in Los Angeles against the Clippers. The Bulls defeated the Lakers last night in the same arena where they will face the Clippers tonight. This season they played decently in back-to-back games, winning 6 of 13. The Clippers are again missing Paul George, which may hurt their performance here. Play Chicago Bulls +4. Guys, that's all. Thanks for joining us today. See you tomorrow.